would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Utah's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on them. Huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Davis. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Clemens. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Parker. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Nice move to pick up yardage. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking.
Throws for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Utes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to pass, it's Dampier. Zings it complete to the right. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. So Cincinnati's offense has its first opportunity of the day. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
The sure hands, it's Pryor, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Bearcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's first. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Looking for a crease, it's Walker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2nd down coming up. They go to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's Dampier. Under fire. Fires downfield. Working on the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Parker.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Quarterback mark on the keeper. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the... Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. And it's a fumble on the play. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Gets away from one. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
To the air, it's Dampier. Using the quick game. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Using his legs to buy some time. Caught behind the line. It's Parker.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He'll take it himself. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Utes have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
One that has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Now facing a 3rd and long. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, we're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Right on the money. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Extending the play. Looking down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Using his feet. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. On the option. They'll give it to the back. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his own 20. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the... We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. If that deep ball was right on the money, you just have to make that catch. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
You're going to have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch, by the way. He toe-tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1-yard gain.
He's going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback gets past the marker. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. Off play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, it's a fumble.
And there's a couple parts to the latter, right? It's when the guy's pitching it and you're hitting him and causing a bad pitch, or it's just a pitch. But either way, trying to get hands on the football, trying to disrupt the timing of the pitch, disrupt the timing.